Fighters, today on Contractor Fight TV, I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can protect your most valuable asset, that's your time, with some small adjustments to your sales process. Let's do this. All right, my friends, we all have a sales process, every single one of us. You have a sales process right now that you're implementing, even if you've never given it any thought about what your sales process is going to be. You have one. It's just probably not an intentional one like most contractors. Some of you are crushing it right now, and some of you are just limping by and struggling. And either way, there's a new place that you could go in your sales process that will make your life better, that will make your bank account better, and will make your overall business kick some serious ass. And that's really what I want to talk about today, that the way you take wherever you are now to that next level in sales, one thing I want to suggest to you is you pay attention to how you are spending your time. You know, I like to think of things as what is and what could be. Often what is in our sales process as a contractor is a process that we're wasting our time running around with the wrong people instead of investing our time in the right prospects. Oftentimes we waste our time by being so busy at work and typing up bids and proposals that other things go by the wayside, like your health, your relationships, your hobbies, things that you love to do, the passions that you have. You started your business so that you could have a better life, not so that you could be a slave to the damn business. Okay? Guys, if we're not careful, we're going to miss many opportunities. We're going to keep stealing from our families, not just the money, but the time, the memories that we can create, and things like that. I mean, think, how many meals have you missed? How many things you've been late for that you said you'd be on time for with the family? Okay? How many times have you blown off the gym that you committed to going to work out and get your fat ass in shape again, only to have that time at the gym or whatever stolen because you're misusing your time in your sales process. You're wasting it on the wrong people, and a lot of things are suffering. What could be on the other side is that you have a sales process that only puts you in front of the right people. Imagine if the phone rang and you had two phones, a red phone and a green phone. Whenever the green phone rang, you answered it because you knew it was money. It was the right prospect. And when the red phone rang, you were like, no way, I'm staying the hell away from that. Okay? Because they're going to waste my time. Well, the right sales process will actually give you that sort of a telephone, believe it or not. Okay? What could be is you could be in shape. You could have better relationships with your spouse, with your kids, with your extended family, your health, your hobbies, all these things. Guys, that's what could be when you truly commit to taking control of your sales process. The typical sales process, guys, is the phone rings. They answer the phone. Do you have a pulse? And are you in my service area? And do you want what I do? Yeah, they call that pre-qualification, which is not pre-qualification. Then they run out there, they tap dance, they tell everybody how amazing they are, and then they get ghosted. Man, I had a great sales call with that person. I really think they're going to hire me. And then they ghost you. They blow you off once they get your number. Typical sales process, you'll hear a lot of guys talk about it's a numbers game. You got to do so many sits. You got to get so many proposals on the street. That's inefficient. And I personally think it's bullshit. Okay? We're better than that. We invest so much time in our craft, but we don't give shit for time to the craft of being a kick-ass salesperson. Okay? And that's why it's inefficient. That's why you're wasting a lot of your time. There's an indicator that we use in our sales academy. It's called the ESR, Effective Sales Rate. That's found by taking what you sold in a given period of time, call it a week, divided by the amount of time it took you to sell. Okay? And that'll give you a dollar amount. And that's basically what you are, when you're spending time in the sales process, that's what you're selling per hour that you spend in the sales process. The higher the number, the better. Guys, the reason you want that higher number is the things I just talked about. You want to stop stealing from your family. You want to stop stealing memories and money and time and experiences. You want to stop stealing from your health and your future and the things that make you happy. But unfortunately, the vast majority of home improvement contractors are pecking away at their computers, typing up estimates, freaking out, and spending God knows what amount of time for people that are never going to fucking hire you. In fact, in our free Facebook group the other day, there was a guy that's like, I've got 20 hours into this project and I don't know if they're going to hire me or not. He spent 20 hours of his life pissing it away for somebody that doesn't respect his damn time. And they don't respect his time because he doesn't respect his fucking time. So if you want your damn life to change, take control of your fucking sales process. You know, when I started this video today, I promised myself I was going to watch my language and I wasn't going to get all worked up. But I get worked up because every damn day I get people reaching out to me saying my marriage is a wreck. I might have to file bankruptcy. I don't ever see my kids because it's dark when I leave. It's dark when I come home. And then I'm not getting enough sleep. I've gained 30 pounds this year. And it's your own damn fault. That's why I'm so passionate about this, because this shit's fixable. So how do you do it? First, guys, it's the mindset around understanding that sales is a human connection sport. It's not about your damn scripts. It's not about how to overcome, the top 7 objections that all salespeople get. No shit, we got to deal with objections. But when you connect with people in a way that's different than all the other fuckhead contractors out there that are going around and treating this like it's a hobby instead of their fucking profession, it's a slam dunk for you to differentiate, stand out, connect with people, and they'll gladly pay more money for you. Number one, you got to connect with human beings. I believe the number one way that you do that in this order is first through your content and your website. Weed out the wrong people. But you all are too damn cheap to drop 10, 20 grand on a website, but you go out and drop it on a dingo or a sprayer or a fucking truck with the big mirrors or whatever the hell it is. Everything else except the thing that's going to make you money. Your website is the first line of defense from cheap, tire-kicking unicorn prospects that will never hire you. It's your website. You don't want the wrong people filling out your forms or calling you, my friends. Okay? It's that simple. Invest in your damn website. Second thing, use your telephone. Guys, your telephone is what I call a weapon of mass earnings. It is a weapon of mass earnings. With your telephone, that little thing you're holding, probably watching me on right now, will actually tell you before you meet somebody if they're going to hire you. It will help you set up appointments that when you actually go meet people, you're there to pick up a deposit check. Guys, the sale happens on the phone in the pre-qualification. The sale happens on your website in the pre-qualification. Those are the first 2 lines of defense. Website, telephone. Second thing here, that most of you guys are screwing up. Quick time out here. When I say most of you are screwing up, me too. Was guilty of this a long time. For many years. I can recognize this shit a mile away because I've lived it and I've burned memories, wasted time, fucked with my health, screwed up my bank account, all those things until I got this right. Here's a concept that a lot of people don't like. I call it peel, don't pounce. Peel the onion back 1 layer at a time. Instead of pouncing on your prospect like they're prey. When you peel the conversation back with the right tone, the right spirit of the conversation, handling objections and all that other bullshit that we deal with in sales, having to do all the follow-up calls, having to spend all this time typing shit up for people that are never going to be your customer, blah, blah, blah. By the way, have you noticed in the past couple years, all the other companies out there now that are talking about, don't do free estimates? Yeah, well, we fucking started that shit, all right? Over 6 years ago. We know what the hell we're talking about here in the fight. Guys, when you have the right spirit, the objections, when you're peeling things back, the objections, they go away. They take care of themselves. They get answered in the pre-qualification conversation. I need you to itemize this thing 45 different fucking ways. That gets dealt with in the pre-qualification conversation. On your telephone, before you your ass out there. Peel, don't pounce. Peeling things back to understand their motive is what this is all about. When you understand the reasons they have for buying instead of giving a shit about your own reasons why they should buy, that's when the game changes. Guys, it is not about handling objections or making them wrong or strong-arming them into a sale. That's the worst thing you could do. Today's consumer is too educated for that. Okay? It is not your job to convince them to work with you. Many of you are stressed about sales, hate the idea of selling because you feel that you have to convince another human being to buy from your company. No, your real job is to peel it back, really hear them with some tactical empathy, okay? And get them to open up about what they really want and what their motives are. And when you do that, you can work this conversation around the things that are important to them, and you can have an open, honest conversation about, are you even qualified to do that? What might this cost? What about other influencers, other decision makers? We call them influencers. So I want to give you a couple examples of what pouncing sounds like and then what peeling sounds like, okay? Most will pounce. We need it done by April 18th. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, we always honor our deadlines. We never screw blah, 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 blah. That's pouncing. The last guy left a mess. Oh, we never leave a mess. See, a lot of you guys start peeling the onion. You get, oh yeah, the last guy left a mess. That's why we're not calling them back. And you jump on that right there instead of slowing your ass down and peeling it back. Last guy left a mess. We never leave a mess. We're really amazing. We use lots of plastic and we Swiffer the floors and whatever. Or you hear this, you're 2 times more expensive than everybody else. Well, we have overhead and there's a lot of expenses and the price of lumber now is really high and blah, 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 blah. And you sound like fucking Charlie Brown's teacher going wah, 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 wah. Peeling requires a few skills. Number 1, you got to listen with empathy, understanding them. 2, ask connecting questions that will get them to open up. And 3, shut your damn mouth and listen again and repeat. Let me give you some peeling examples. We need it done by blah, blah, blah time. Instead of, we can do that, we're amazing. Hey, Bob, just out of curiosity, what would happen if we were not able to get it finished by April 18th? Shut your mouth. They will lead you where to go. In fact, most times, about 90% of the times I ever got that, we need it done by, and I would reply with a peeling answer and a connecting question. They would go, well, we were hoping to get it done by then, but it's not the end of the world. So that really wasn't their fucking motive. It wasn't the date. It's something else. Might be part of it, but it's something else. That's not it entirely. And I only know that because I peeled. Or the last guy left a mess. Instead of, we never leave a mess. Really? What did that do for the vibe around the house? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Acknowledge it. I'm sorry to hear that. What did that do for the vibe around the house? Now you're touching emotions. Now you're connecting with them. Or the third, you're 2 times more expensive than everybody else. Instead of, we have overhead, blah, blah, blah. Instead of that, hey, you guys are 2 times more expensive. Yeah, I get that. I hear that from time to time. What do you think our next move is here? Shut your mouth. Guys, this is hard. It's hard. I'm not going to fool you. Okay? Just if you want to be the elite in anything that you do, sales, marketing, playing guitar, getting in shape, whatever, if you want to be an FW in any area, it's going to take commitment. It's going to take you getting humble. It's going to take you being coachable and being mentored and tightening the screws on you so that you grow and get better, because you only get better and you only grow when you're outside of your comfort zone. And that's hard. But it's also hard to run around and be inefficient and steal from your family. It's also hard to be fucking broke. Okay, so the good news is you get to choose your hard. It's that simple. You get to choose your hard. So I encourage you today, make a decision. Okay, instead of trying to walk both lines here and be half-assed in getting better, make the decision to go, I'm going all in. I'm really going to learn how to be a kick-ass salesperson. I'm burning the boats. I'm all in. Choose that hard. Or if you don't want to do that, then quit fooling yourself and push that aside and embrace the hard that you're dealing with right now in your life, in your business, in your bank account, in your relationships, in your health, and all that other shit. Guys, sales cures all. Everything is easier when you sell. Your hiring problems, your marketing problems, your profit problems, everything's easier when you sell because you have options, because you have money. Head over to contractorsalesacademy.com. It's right here on the screen. Whoop, see it? Right there. contractorsalesacademy.com/cheap. Right there. Cheap. We got a cool download for you. You can pick up for free to teach you how to spot the truly cheap, tire-kicking, waste-of-time clients before you spend your valuable time with them. Appreciate you guys. Hey, subscribe if you haven't done it. Share this with another contractor. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.